Hello everybody and welcome back to your favourite FIFA series on YouTube. It's Be a Goalkeeper episode 65. And if you have seen the title, you are in for an absolute treat because I score an absolute belter today. Obviously I'm a goalkeeper, but I do have my moments where I can score some goals, and this goal is probably the best goal I've scored in FIFA in general, so look forward to that later on in the episode. But starting off, I get a nice little write-up in the paper and then Potter does this to me. That's some BS. But before we get into this first match against Manchester United, make sure you leave a like on this video. It really does help my channel. Subscribe if you're new and turn notifications on so you do not miss a thing. Let's get into it. 3 minutes before the end of the game, I make the one and only save, and that is it. That's what happens when I don't play. Nothing happens. You can see literally one shot against, one save.
Boring.
On the upside, at least we've got that match out of the way because it gets a load better from here on out. This next match is against Sheffield United in the FA Cup. I think it's the round of 32 or round of 16. I'm actually not too sure, but we start off with Webster, who I'm assuming is a youth academy prospect. But Sterling gets the ball into the box, left-footed, finesse it straight past the goalkeeper, putting us into lead on the 4th minute. That's exactly what we want to see. Sterling getting on the score sheet, and obviously Osimhen is involved. Ball gets played into it. Look at the space Sterling has. Quits it on his weaker foot and somehow sneaks it in at that near post. I feel like the goalkeeper probably should have saved it, but then again, look at that space on the left side of the goalkeeper. There's acres of it. Don't really expect him to go near post, but either way, we are 1-0 up. It could become 2 as Silva finds Sterling in the penalty box, plays it across back to Silva, gets a little chip shot. The keeper has no problem holding on to that one. 25th minute now, Webster plays it over top through ball to James, little knockdown to Osimhen, left-footed, and he gets the second goal of this match on the 26th minute. And that's a beautiful little team goal. The run from our right back is beautiful. The through ball timed to perfection as well, and all he has to do is knock it down to Osimhen, who's never going to miss from that situation. This time the goalkeeper actually does a better job. He can't really save it because the power on that ball from the half volley doesn't really give him a chance to react quick enough, but we are happy chappies. It could get a little bit better just before the half-time interval. We get a little bit lucky to win the ball back, but Osimhen gets a little toe poke into the back of the net for his brace in this match. We're a little bit fortunate, but that's an unbelievable finish from our star striker. But how has he scored that? We get a bit fortunate here. Sterling tries playing the pass, gets blocked, but it does tackle the ball back. And look at that for a finish. I think Plata could have been offside, but for some reason the referee doesn't give it. He's definitely in the way of the goalkeeper, but look at that for a finish. And Plata tries taking it away from him. Very cheeky from Plata there, trying to get an extra goal on his tally. But there we go. Half-time interval is here. 3-0 up, and Sheffield United have done nothing this whole match. They've not really been in our half, and it starts off the second half exactly the same way. 49th minute, Sterling charging through defensive line, holds off the defender, then drills the ball across the box to Osimhen. That is his hat trick, and unbelievable from Sterling this time. He's just round and round and round, and the defenders can't block him, can't stop him, and somehow he holds off the defender. Look at the strength of the little man there, and that is such a good ball across the penalty box. Webster could have tapped it in, but he left it to Osimhen, and he's never going to miss for that position. That is the easiest hat trick he's ever going to have. Last 50 minutes now, and Sheffield United get the first opportunity, one-on-one with me, and look at that for a save. Then we get the block in as well, but this save is pretty good. It's almost like a hockey save. Good strong foot there to get it out quickly. Now it's back to the status quo of us on the attack. Webster's in the penalty box, so loads of space, plays it across the Plata, and it's another easy tap in, making it 5-0. What has happened to Sheffield United here? They came in to play defensively apparently because they have not had any attacks this whole match, but we've been so dominant this whole time. Just space after space. Look at it all. You don't expect to have that much space in the penalty box, let alone the 6-yard box. The Sheffield United defenders have just given up after the 4 goals they conceded. What's one more going to do? No harm to them at all. They could ruin my clean sheet here though, but easy enough save for me. A fly across my line. We could make it 6. So look at the quick pass and triangles galore into Sterling near post, and their keeper does make his first save as well. And that's the final score. Osimhen hat-trick, 5-0, 7.4 for myself, only 2 saves. Their goalkeeper's only 65 rated, that's probably why. Now look at this. I can't believe my eyes.
I can't believe you've done this.
We have sold Gonzalo Plata to Manchester City. The player that I was bigging up this whole season, and they've gone and just let him go to a massive team in England. unbelievable, and his first match is against us as well, which is even more disappointing. So now my goal is just to stop him, but Man City start off the game with a decent strike from Camavinga, an ex-teammate of mine, goes through Martinez, but I do just get a good hand to it, tip it over the bar, no problem at all. Still 0-0, 9th minute into Leon Bailey, our replacement for Gonzalo Plata. Who needs Plata if Bailey is going to be doing stuff like that? That's an unbelievable finish against Edison, against Manchester City. He had acres of space of his own, and that left foot is looking deadly. Look at the space inside the D, hits it as hard as he can. Edison full stretch, nowhere near it. I cannot believe our replacement has just outdone Plata already. Good stuff. We get a corner whipped in 34th minute. Easy enough save for Edison, not too shabby at all. Man City get a free kick, lofted ball into the penalty box, little header from Rodri. I have to hold my hands up because I thought I was going miles over the bar. I had no trouble with it, and I'd watched it fly into the back of the net, and they've equalised with probably one of the worst goals to concede because I don't even dive, don't even get myself dirty for it. Look at that. It's just edge of the box as well, and somehow it's looped straight over me. I probably could have saved it if I actually dived for it, but I didn't. I just watched it. And like I said, I've got to hold my hands up. That's a shocking goalkeeping. Just before the end of the half now, we have Leon Bailey again, plays it across to Osman, into James, left foot, and he puts us back into the lead just before the half-time interval. That is what we want. That's the response we needed to get back into the lead against Manchester City. And it has come from an unexpected source. Our right wing-back, James, on his weaker foot as well. I thought Osman would have gone alone to get another goal for his tally this season, but unselfish from Osman, lays it off perfectly to James. You don't really expect him to be in that sort of position, but Edson actually predicts which way he's going to shoot, but he does like a little T-Rex arms and can't quite lift them up. Pretty poor goalkeeping in the end. Does a decent job at predicting, then doesn't commit to the save and lets it go in. But now the referee should have blown a whistle for half time, but he's letting Man City play on it. Haaland into the box now, cuts it back to Camavinga, and he slots it away, equalising the game. But what is the referee doing? How much added time are you going to add to the added time? 1 minute, we're in the 48th minute now. Referee has given way too much. That is some BS of its own. Haaland into the box, defenders should have sorted it out, and Camavinga takes a little stroll into the space in the box and hits it first time. I feel like I should have saved it. You see here, I take a step forward when I shouldn't have, but then again, it's nearly top corner. I don't think I would have had the reach to make the save, and that's a half-time whistle blown. All level 2-2, probably shouldn't be, to be fair. 2 goals that we shouldn't have conceded, but that is the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But Man City started the second half with a little shot, which I thought it might have saved it, but it did actually go straight over the bar. I definitely had it covered, a little bit spectacular for myself, and then I take matters into my own hands to get my rating up a little bit, lose the ball, but I get it back and on my right foot, which is my weaker foot. Edson just holds onto it like nothing even happened. But Man City back on the attack, and they get into the lead again. It's another poor goal to concede. All 3 goals we probably should have stopped, to be honest, against Man City, but this is another one I probably should have stepped out and grabbed the ball to stop the cross, but defensively so poor played it. Look at the space. I think it's Koundé who backs off the man, leaves Haaland with some space. I could have blocked the pass or cross, but I just kind of step out, miss it completely, and he taps it in like no problem at all. Once again, I decide to go on a little run, but this time I take a long range. Look at that for a strike, and it finds the back of the net. An absolute rocket from myself. It's a knuckleball as well. I cannot believe this went in. I beat Edison of all goalkeepers, but look at it. Just absolutely thumped it from so far. I don't even know how far out. It doesn't even tell me. I broke the game from the power, but it's a knuckleball, lobs over Edison. It is just a shocking goal for them to concede, but I was just in awe that I actually tried that. Look at the movement on this ball. It's wiggling all over the place into the back of the net, and I've tied the game up for us. There is still 25 minutes left of this match, and Osman breaks through the defensive line, gets to the edge of the box, hits it across the goalkeeper, and puts us back into the lead. I cannot believe this is such a good match for a neutral supporter. For me, I am happy for a goal. I'm happy that we're in the lead. Potter is happy. I am just struggling to get my breath back because there's goals galore, back and forth, whoever's in the lead. But this is such a good run from Osman. We know he has it in him, and it's such a good finish as well. Edison has been very poor this match. To be fair, I've not done much better. Last 15 minutes, I'm on the ball. It's a loose pass for myself, straight to Foden, hits it towards the goal line. And I am a very lucky boy. 10 minutes left of this match. Man City back on the attack. Haaland picks up the ball, charges into the box, hits it across me, and he equalises the game again. It's 4-4 in this match. What a match it has been. But again, there's not a lot I can really do about that. The power beats me. I'm covering the near post because I hate getting beaten there, but he smashes the ball across me. I don't think I'm saving it. It flies into the top corner. I'm full stretch. no chance at all. I'm pretty close, but it's not good enough. And then I get subbed off for some respite because it's been absolutely mental. 9 shots against only 1 save, not good enough from me. And the game does end all equal. To be fair, that's probably a fair result overall. We move into the final match of this episode against Southampton away from home. Hopefully it's not as hectic as that last game. It should be a little bit easier for us since Southampton are close to the bottom of the table, but it is the Premier League, so you never know. But we start off strong, little 1-2s between Osman and Sterling, but it's an easy enough ball for the goalkeeper to hold on to. Southampton get the first attack, over top through ball now, he's one-on-one with me, hits it at the near post, but it's too close and I would have probably saved it anyway. Leon Bailey tries a shot, tries to finesse it at far corner, but again over the crossbar, too much power. Now we have our own over top through ball to Osman, brings it down lovely, smashes it across the goalkeeper for another absolute beautiful finish. What is happening in these last few matches? Osman on his weaker foot. It's a good little through ball, full stretch through ball. Somehow he brings it down beautifully. Defender kind of overruns it, out of the way he moves, and it's a beautiful finish, far corner. Absolutely stunning. Southampton on another attack, little flick, hits the first time at a deflection, but look at that for a save. That's unbelievable. Just look at this for a save. It doesn't happen very often, a little deflection save for myself, but that is unbelievable. Could well be the best save of the season for me. One last opportunity for Southampton in this first half. It's an easy enough save, and the referee does blow the whistle. We go into the half-time interval with the 1-0 lead. Southampton are definitely putting us under more pressure than I thought they would. They're creating a fair few opportunities, and they start off the second half with another one. It's a through ball, and it's charged through defence. I come out quickly, but it's not quick enough, and they get the equaliser. I am absolutely fuming with this one. I have no idea how I've not saved it. I waited for the perfect time to charge out, and somehow he hits it under my armpit. Look at me watching. I'm stalking him, and he come up quickly. He just gets there before me, and somehow it goes under my armpit and flies into that corner. Disappointing goal to concede again, but it's all tied up. 61st minute, and we're starting to make some triangle passing. Osman with a little flick. Defender does block it, but loses the ball to Sterling. Charging into box, hits it across the keeper and puts us back into the lead. What is that Southampton defender thinking when he's doing that? Just cleared the ball, but he chose to try and pass it back to the goalkeeper for some reason. He gets past the 2 attackers there and then turns back into him, and Sterling says, "Thank you very much, I'm going to take that goal every day of the week." Just a few minutes later, and the ball gets played into Sterling, and somehow he manages to wiggle away from the defender there, sees Osman with the run, he finds him with the pass, and he slots it away, making it 3-1. Osman with the beautiful finish, but it all comes from Sterling. Somehow weasels his way out of that sticky situation. Look at the pass, turns back, defender dives in there, he waits for Osman's run, who's timed it perfectly, and the keeper can't quite come out quick enough, and Osman just slots it past him, giving us that little bit of extra cushion just in case we concede another goal, because you know we have that in us. Speaking of which, Chilwell loses the ball to a Southampton player. They try a long range, but it's easy save for me. I just hold onto it nicely. 50 minutes left. They try a little cross, gets blocked though. Again, edge of the box, charge into box, now hits it at the near post, and I'm there with the save, and then I get subbed off obviously. 4 saves out of 6, only 1 goal conceded, not too bad at all, but Southampton do get a goal. The match finishes 3-2, so it looks like it wasn't the right idea to sub me off. You can see we've dropped down to 3rd position for clean sheets now, not good enough. We're 3 behind the Leicester City goalkeeper, who I've never even heard of, but sadly that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video, especially for that goal. Subscribe if you're new, and turn notifications on so you do not miss a thing. And as always, look after yourself, stay safe, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.